What in the world is going on with Aaron Rodgers? Like, really? I mean, should he stay? Should he go? I don't know. I mean, what's going on? I haven't heard anything directly from him. We're hearing from people who are his representatives and stuff like that. But as we all know, that's how it starts. Take it from me, from someone who is a Texans fan and a Seahawks fan and a Houston Rockets fan and a Houston Astros fan. Listen, once the certain representatives of particular star players start putting it out there that they want to leave, most of the time they're going to end up leaving. Or something big is going to have to change in that organization. All right. That's how it always is. Not just for the teams I root for, but other star players. If you can go back to when Kobe Bryant, God rest his soul, but we can go back to right before the Los Angeles Lakers traded for Paul Gasol. Kobe Bryant was saying, he went on Stephen A. Smith's show, quite frankly, and said that, hey, if they're not trying to compete for championships, trade me. I don't mind going to Chicago. They got a nice team over there. You know, and then what the Lakers did in response, instead of trading him, they went and got Paul Gasol, Lamar Odom. Okay, now fast forward to my Houston Rockets. All right, instead of trying to bring more players and compete for championships, okay, they decided to trade James Harden when he said that. When he said, "Well, I've done all I can. I just can't win with this team." And as you can see, he can't just win with that team. But you know, it is what it is. Same thing with Deshaun Watson. You notice none of the problems that Deshaun Watson is apparently going through right now. Nobody was saying anything until he asked to be traded, until he demanded to be traded, or he requested to be traded. Now, are we going to hear a whole bunch of? Are there going to be any skeletons popping out of the closet all of a sudden that Aaron Rodgers wants to be traded? I don't know. I don't know if the man even has skeletons in his closet. That's none of my business. But what I do know is that, hey, maybe he's tired of being in Green Bay. Or maybe he actually wants to stay in Green Bay and he just wants the Green Bay Packers to step their game up to try to continue to be a contender. All right. I understand he was down last year because they drafted Jordan Love, was it the first round or the second round or something like that. And it's one thing to draft the backup, quarterback behind Aaron Rodgers if you have every position filled successfully, but they didn't. You have weaknesses they could have improved on. They could have drafted his predecessor later on. But I understand, hey, you never know if Aaron Rodgers wants to retire or if he wants to be traded. So in a way, Green Bay has kind of been preparing themselves for a situation like this, because you don't draft Jordan Love just to sit on the bench. Okay, no, you draft him because pretty soon you want him taking Aaron Rodgers' spot. And it's almost reminiscent of the time when Aaron Rodgers was waiting in the wing to take Brett Favre's spot. All right, so I guess it's kind of a Green Bay Packer thing to do, I guess. All right, but I don't know. I heard today that they was talking about he might retire, and I think if he retires, no, you can't retire, Aaron. You can't retire. The reason being because the GOAT Tom Brady has came over in the NFC and won a Super Bowl in his first season in the NFC. All right. Drew Brees has retired. All right. I get it. Everybody's saying, yeah, he retired because of old age. But, I mean, maybe if Tom Brady wasn't in that division, maybe Drew Brees comes back because he realized, hey, man, I could take on Matt Ryan. I could take on Jameis Winston when he was in Tampa Bay. I could take on Teddy Bridgewater or whoever the Carolina Panthers have, which now is Sam Darnold. Okay, I could take over the division with them, but with Tom Brady, oh man, yeah, that's a whole nother animal. All right, but shout out to Drew Brees. Hopefully he enjoys retirement. But Aaron Rodgers, and see the thing about Brees, he mentioned that it was going to be his last year. I think even before Brady joined Tampa Bay. So he always has that disclaimer. But as far as Aaron Rodgers, listen, Aaron Rodgers, no, you cannot retire. No, it is not going to look well. Especially since you lost in the playoffs to Tom Brady. It is not going to look well. Because it's going to look just like, okay, Tom Brady came over there and he made you retire. That's what it's going to look like. That might not be what it is, but that's what it's going to look like. And it's going to play well into Tom Brady's narrative, increasing his legendary status, okay? I heard the San Francisco 49ers were in possible trade talks. I'm not sure if those are true, but man, I'm going to tell you, as a Seahawks fan, hey, I'm not scared of Aaron Rodgers. I'm not scared of him. Okay? I'm not scared of the San Francisco 49ers. We got Pete Carroll. We got Russell Wilson. We got Bobby Wagner. Okay? We got a good team. DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, Chris Carson, KJ Wright. All right? We squad up. But that would make, that would be two interesting matchups throughout the season. For real. All right? There's always that rivalry between Seahawks and Niners. Okay? So that will make that division even. That division is already a tough division. You look at the quarterbacks. You have a Pro Bowl caliber quarterback for each team in the NFC West. Russell Wilson. If the Niners, if they got Aaron Rodgers, of course, you have Kyler Murray and you have Matthew Stafford. Still, I'm rolling with Russell Wilson. Even if the Niners get Aaron Rodgers, I'm rolling with Russell Wilson. In Russ, I trust. Okay, all right, but man, a lot of people when I heard that the Niners were in talks to potentially get Aaron Rodgers, the first thing I thought about was, okay, this man is engaged to be married, man. He wants to be close to his wife, and you can't blame him, okay? If you didn't know, his fiance, soon to be wife, is Shailene Woodley. She's an actress. She's been in the acting game for a while. I remember her it's a show me and my wife used to watch. Back in 2007, 2008. It's called The Secret Life of an American Teenager, and she was the star of that show. Her character name was Amy Juergens. She also starred in the George Clooney movie called The Descendants. That's a very good film. You should check that out. And she was also the female lead of the Divergent series. They have 3 movies. Though they're pretty good movies. Like if you like movies kind of like what is that? Like the Hunger Games. If you like those kind of movies, you will like the Divergent series. Okay, they're pretty cool. All right, and as a matter of fact, she was selected to play Mary Jane in the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movie film series. She had film scenes for The Amazing Spider-Man Part 2, but for some reason, or for editing purposes or storyline reasons, they did not include her character in the second movie. But she was rumored to be included in the third movie, but we didn't get a third Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movie, all right? So she was going to play Mary Jane, all right? But she's a good actress. She's also in that show called, not Pretty Little Liars, I think it's called Little Lies or Big Lies. It's with Nicole Kidman, Meryl Streep, Reese Witherspoon, Zoe Kravitz. So it's a real good cast on there. If you have HBO Max, you can check that show out. All right, but he probably want to be close to where his wife is at, and I cannot blame him for that. And he's also from California, and he's also apparently is in running to be potentially a permanent host of the show Jeopardy. And I know you're thinking, like, how in the world is he going to be able to be a starting NFL quarterback and be the host of Jeopardy permanently, right? But they said that Jeopardy, they shoot 40 to 46 episodes per year. So he will be able to shoot those episodes and continue playing football, okay? And one of the producers said that, hey, Aaron Rodgers, he has the potential to have, his second career could be better than his first career. So that's saying something, because he is an amazing quarterback. And for a producer to say that this man here could be an awesome host to the point where he's a better host than what he is as a quarterback, that is amazing, all right? I don't really watch Jeopardy that much, but I heard that he did pretty good. He won the fans over. He was the guest host for 2 weeks. So, hey, I can't knock that. So, but either way it go, I hope Aaron Rodgers gets to do what he wants to do. But I think the root of this situation, though, is the fact that he wants the Green Bay Packers to improve so that way they can contend and get a championship. Because guess what? You're going to have to stay at that level of trying to contend if you want to beat Tom Brady. Because Tom Brady is going after rings, okay? After rings, okay? And if you Aaron Rodgers, hey, man, you had a chance to beat Brady. But if you're Aaron Rodgers, you want to continue to be there and face Brady. all right, or whoever is in your way on your journey to get your second Super Bowl. It's hard to believe he only has one Super Bowl, man. You would have thought he'd been in this league for so long, man, as great as a quarterback that he's always been, that you would have think that he would have had at least 2 Super Bowls or made it to at least 2 Super Bowls, all right? But anyways, hey, let me know. Do you think that Aaron Rodgers is going to retire? Do you think he's serious about retiring? Comment below, share your thoughts. And guess what? If you don't think he's retiring, what team do you think he's going to go to if traded? All right. Comment below, hit the like and subscribe button if you're watching the video on YouTube, and if you're listening to the podcast on Spotify, iTunes, or Anchor, or wherever you listen to your podcast, please hit like and hit the subscribe button, so that way when I drop a new episode, it's gonna come directly to you, because you will be notified. Thank y'all for listening. Student of the Game podcast. Peace out.